In the quiet expanse of the cosmos, where stars whisper secrets older than time itself, a revelation unfolded that would forever alter humanity's gaze toward the heavens. On August 10th, 2025, astronomers detected a mysterious object piercing the veil of our solar system, a celestial intruder unlike anything we've ever seen. Only the third interstellar visitor ever recorded. This anomaly wasn't just another comet or asteroid, it was something far stranger, pulsing with possibilities that ignited the imaginations of scientists and dreamers alike. This is the story of a cosmic mystery that challenges everything we thought we knew about the universe and our place within it. Buckle up, because this journey through the stars will leave you questioning, wondering, and hungry for answers. Let's dive into the enigma that has the world buzzing with awe. It began with a faint signal, a whisper in the data streams of a high-orbit telescope scanning the Kuiper Belt, that distant ring of icy bodies beyond Neptune. At first, astronomers dismissed it as cosmic noise, perhaps a glitch in the sensors or a stray burst of radiation. But the signal persisted, growing clearer with each passing hour. By August 12, 2025, observatories worldwide, from the James Webb Space Telescope to ground-based arrays in Chile and Hawaii, confirmed it. Something was out there, moving through our solar system with a trajectory that defied the familiar dance of celestial mechanics. This wasn't a comet trailing a fiery tail or an asteroid tumbling aimlessly. This object, roughly the size of a small skyscraper, moved with purpose. It slowed, accelerated, and even shifted direction in ways that gravity alone couldn't explain. Its surface, gleaming with an unnatural sheen, absorbed solar radiation in a way that baffled physicists, emitting infrared pulses that flickered like a heartbeat. The world's leading minds, from theoretical physicists to astrobiologists, turned their gaze to this cosmic enigma. Was it a natural phenomenon sculpted by eons of stellar forces? Or was it something else entirely, an artifact of a civilization far beyond our own? What set this object apart wasn't just its motion, but its behavior. Unlike Oumuamua, the cigar-shaped interstellar rock that zipped through our system in 2017, or 2I/Borisov, the comet spotted in 2019, this visitor emitted a rhythmic electromagnetic signature. These weren't random bursts of cosmic static, but structured pulses, almost like a code. Scientists at the SETI Institute, analyzing data from the Deep Space Network, noted that the signals aligned with mathematical constants. The golden ratio, the Fibonacci sequence. It was as if the object was speaking the universal language of mathematics, broadcasting its presence to anyone advanced enough to listen. Its albedo, a measure of reflectivity, was equally perplexing. The object absorbed an astonishing amount of solar energy, far more than any known material, yet it emitted precise bursts of infrared, suggesting an internal system at work. It's not just reflecting light, it's manipulating it, said Dr. Elena Martinez, an astrophysicist at Caltech, in a press conference on August 14th, 2025. This could be evidence of metamaterials, surfaces that adapt dynamically to their environment. We're talking about technology that makes our best engineering look like cave drawings. The object's trajectory added fuel to the speculation. It didn't follow the predictable arc of a natural body caught in the sun's gravitational pull. Instead, it seemed to chart its own course, decelerating as it approached the sun and adjusting its path to skirt Jupiter's magnetosphere. By August 15th, 2025, NASA's simulations projected it would slingshot around the sun, exiting the solar system at a steeper angle than it entered. This was the aimless drift of a cosmic wanderer. It was the deliberate maneuver of something with a mission. The discovery sent shockwaves beyond the scientific community, stirring the collective imagination of humanity. Social media platforms including X erupted with theories ranging from plausible to fantastical. Was this a probe from a distant star sent to study our fledgling civilization, a relic of a long-extinct species drifting through the galaxy, or perhaps a beacon signaling the presence of life far more advanced than our own? The questions multiplied faster than answers, but one thing was clear: this object wasn't just a scientific curiosity, it was a mirror reflecting humanity's deepest hopes and fears. Renowned theoretical physicist Dr. Michio Kaku, who first announced the discovery at a global symposium on August 10th, 2025, framed it as a turning point. We may be standing at the threshold of first contact, not with beings, but with their creations, he said, his voice steady but charged with wonder. This object challenges us to rethink our place in the cosmos. It's not just about what it is, but what it means for who we are and who we might become. The implications were staggering. If this was an artificial construct, it suggested that interstellar exploration wasn't a distant dream, but a reality for some civilization out there. The object's ability to maneuver suggested propulsion systems beyond our comprehension, perhaps quantum drives, antimatter engines, or even localized distortions of space-time. Its structured signals hinted at communication, not necessarily directed at Earth, but perhaps to a distant home or a network of probes scattered across the galaxy. The possibility that we were being observed, not with hostility but with quiet curiosity, reshaped how we saw ourselves. Were we a footnote in a cosmic survey or the focus of someone's attention? As the object continued its journey, scientists tracked its every move with unprecedented coordination. Data from the European Space Agency, China's National Space Administration, and private observatories like the Vera-C-Rubin Observatory poured into shared databases, creating a global effort unmatched in history. By August 16, 2025, high-resolution images revealed a structure that defied categorization. It wasn't spherical or rocky, but angular, with a crystalline symmetry that seemed to shift subtly under solar winds. Its surface appeared segmented, like panels adjusting to optimize energy absorption. "It's like watching a living machine," said Dr. Aisha Khan, a material scientist at Oxford, in a BBC interview. "It's not just built, it's designed to adapt, maybe even to think." The object's interaction with solar radiation was equally astonishing. It didn't just absorb sunlight, it seemed to store and redistribute it, defying the laws of thermodynamics as we know them. Researchers speculated about energy harvesting capabilities, perhaps powered by materials that could reconfigure at the molecular level. As it passed Mars's orbit, it created localized magnetic corridors, reducing resistance from cosmic particles. This wasn't passive travel, it was environmental mastery, a glimpse into technologies that could redefine human space exploration. Speculation about its origins grew more ambitious. Backtracking its trajectory, astronomers pinpointed a possible source near the constellation Lyra, home to potentially habitable exoplanets like those orbiting Kepler-62. Intriguingly, this region aligns with the direction of the 1977 WOW signal, a brief but unexplained radio burst that remains one of SETI's greatest mysteries. While no direct link was confirmed, the coincidence fueled theories that the object might hail from a civilization in that stellar neighborhood, or beyond. The most provocative question wasn't about the object's mechanics, but its purpose. Was it a probe, a scout, a data collector, or something more? A sentient entity with its own form of awareness. Its navigational decisions suggested a level of autonomy far beyond Earth's most advanced AI. It avoided asteroid clusters with uncanny precision, timing its maneuvers to dodge solar flares. "This isn't just pre-programmed behavior," said Dr. Rajesh Patel, an AI researcher at MIT, in a post on X on August 15, 2025. "It's making real-time decisions based on inputs we can't even fully measure. That's not just intelligence, it's intuition." The idea of a bioengineered hybrid gained traction. Could the object blend organic and mechanical elements, a fusion of life and technology? On Earth, synthetic biology is in its infancy, but this visitor hinted at a civilization that had mastered such integration. Its crystalline structure moved with a fluidity reminiscent of biological reflexes, prompting astrobiologists to wonder if it could self-repair or even evolve as it traveled. If so, its creators had achieved a milestone humanity can only dream of, a living machine capable of adapting to the cosmos itself. The signals too suggested purpose. Linguists and cryptographers joined forces with AI experts to analyze the electromagnetic bursts. While no direct message was decoded, the patterns were too structured to be random. "It's like a symphony of numbers," said Dr. Li Wei, a mathematician at Tsinghua University, in a statement on August 16, 2025. "The intervals mirror universal constants, as if it's announcing its intelligence to anyone who can understand. The absence of signals aimed directly at Earth was telling. Perhaps the object wasn't here for us. It was simply passing through, collecting data for a mission we couldn't yet fathom." The object's presence sparked a cultural renaissance. Artists painted its crystalline form against starry backdrops. Musicians composed symphonies inspired by its rhythmic pulses. Philosophers debated its implications for humanity's place in the universe. On X, hashtags like Knocker Cosmic Visitor and Interstellar Enigma trended for weeks, with users sharing theories, memes, and heartfelt reflections. "This is our generation's moon landing," posted at Starchaser 2025 on August 13th. It's not just about science, it's about who we are. In classrooms, children asked questions that echoed through history. Are we alone? Can we build something like that? Curricula shifted to emphasize astronomy and engineering, inspiring a new generation of explorers. Space agencies, once divided cat by competition, forged unprecedented partnerships. NASA, ESA, and private companies like SpaceX proposed joint missions to intercept the object before it left the solar system. Though its speed and trajectory posed daunting challenges, the global effort wasn't just about science. It was about unity, a shared quest to understand the unknown. The object also reshaped philosophy and spirituality. Some saw it as a sign of divine creation, others as proof of secular transcendence. It doesn't matter if it's a god or an alien, wrote philosopher Dr. Maria Gonzalez in a widely shared essay on August 14, 2025. It reminds us that the universe is bigger than our beliefs. Movements for cosmic reconciliation emerged, blending science and spirituality to explore humanity's role in a populated cosmos. The object became a symbol of possibility, urging us to look beyond our differences and embrace a shared destiny. As the object approached the heliopause, the boundary where the sun's influence fades. It performed one final maneuver. On August 17, 2025, it shifted its trajectory, accelerating with no visible propulsion. This wasn't the pull of gravity. It was a deliberate act, a silent farewell. Scientists watched in awe as it began its exit, its signals fading into the cosmic background. It hadn't spoken to us, hadn't lingered, yet its presence had changed everything. The data it left behind, terabytes of readings from telescopes, spectrometers, and radio arrays became the foundation for new fields of study. Dynamic space-time engineering explored propulsion without thrust. Environmental cognition matrices reimagined AI as a cosmic navigator. Hyperdimensional data lattices proposed storing information in the fabric of space-time itself. These weren't just theories, they were blueprints for humanity's future, inspired by a visitor that had already mastered them. The object's aesthetic, its blend of form and function, influenced design on Earth. Architects experimented with adaptive structures, spacecraft engineers with organic geometries. Even fashion embraced its crystalline elegance, with designers showcasing cosmic couture at Paris Fashion Week 2025. The object wasn't just a scientific marvel, it was a muse, reshaping how we create and dream. The visitor's passage ignited a fervor for exploration that hadn't been seen since the Apollo era. Space agencies, bolstered by global cooperation, accelerated plans for interstellar missions. By August 17, 2025, a consortium led by NASA and ESA announced Project Starreach, a bold initiative to develop a probe capable of intercepting future interstellar objects. Unlike traditional spacecraft, these would incorporate lessons from the visitor, adaptive materials, AI-driven navigation, and energy systems inspired by its solar manipulation. We're not just chasing this object, said Dr. Sarah Lin, project lead, in a press release. We're chasing the future it showed us. Private industry joined the race. Companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin poured resources into reactionless propulsion research, drawing on the object's mysterious maneuvers. Startups emerged, specializing in metamaterials and quantum computing, aiming to replicate the visitor's technology. On X, entrepreneurs like at Tech Trailblazer posted, "This is our Sputnik moment. The stars aren't just reachable, they're calling." The economic ripple effect was profound, with billions invested in space tech, creating jobs and sparking innovation across disciplines. Beyond technology, the object forced humanity to confront its own narrative. For centuries, we've defined ourselves as the sole architects of meaning in a silent universe. Now, faced with evidence of another's handiwork, we grappled with our role in a larger story. Philosophers coined the term cosmic observer effect, suggesting that the act of witnessing this object altered our reality, much like observing a quantum particle changes its state. "We're no longer just players on a stage," wrote Dr. Anil Gupta in a viral op-ed on August 15, 2025. "We're part of an audience, watching a performance we don't yet understand." This shift permeated culture. Literature explored themes of cosmic connection, with novels like The Silent Messenger topping bestseller lists. Films depicted humanity's first steps into a populated galaxy, blending hope with humility. Religious leaders found new resonance in ancient texts, interpreting the object as a sign of divine curiosity or a call to unity. "It's not about who's right," said Rabbi Esther Cohen in a global broadcast. "It's about what we do next, together." Scientifically, the object's legacy was a treasure trove of questions. Its ability to modulate magnetic fields suggested a mastery of environmental control, inspiring research into field-tuning shields for future spacecraft. These could protect against cosmic radiation without heavy armor, revolutionizing long-duration missions. Meanwhile, its signal patterns prompted the creation of the Global Signal Analysis Network, a collaborative effort to decode potential alien communications. By August 17, 2025, the network had identified recurring sequences in the object's emissions, hinting at a layered protocol, perhaps a handshake for interstellar observers. The object's possible bioengineering opened new frontiers in astrobiology. Researchers hypothesized that its creators had fused organic and mechanical systems, creating a resilient entity capable of surviving eons. This spurred experiments in synthetic biology, with labs like the Max Planck Institute exploring hybrid systems that could adapt to extreme environments. If life and technology can merge out there, said Dr. Sofia Mendez, we need to rethink what life means here. The object's departure didn't dim its impact, it amplified it. As it faded from our sensors, it left behind a challenge. To become a civilization worthy of the cosmos, governments, once mired in terrestrial disputes, found common ground in space policy. The UN's Global Cosmic Council, formalized on August 16, 2025, set guidelines for ethical exploration, emphasizing transparency and peace. This is our chance to show who we are, said Secretary General Amina Mohammed, not just to the universe, but to ourselves. Education transformed too. Universities launched interdisciplinary programs in cosmic engineering, blending physics, biology, and philosophy. High schoolers competed in star-reach challenges, designing probes inspired by the visitor. On X, posts like at Future Explorers I'm 16 and building a model of the cosmic visitor, Who's With Me, went viral, showcasing a generation energized by possibility. The object's journey through our solar system was brief, but its story is eternal. It didn't land, didn't speak, didn't linger, yet it spoke volumes through its existence, proving that intelligence, be it machine, life, or both, thrives beyond our world. It showed us that the universe is not a void, but a tapestry woven with purpose and mystery. As we analyze its data, build new technologies, and dream of distant stars, we carry its legacy forward. This visitor was a spark, igniting a fire of curiosity and unity. It reminded us that we're not just inhabitants of a pale blue dot, but participants in a cosmic saga. So, what's next? Will we chase this mystery, sending our own probes to the stars? Will we decode its signals, unlocking secrets of a distant civilization? Or will we simply marvel, letting its presence inspire us to be better, bolder, wiser? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep this cosmic conversation alive. If this story stirred your soul, give it a like and share it with someone who gazes at the stars. The universe is calling. Let's answer together.